What's up, YouTube? This video is in response to the guy who made the video on sleep paralysis. What interests me about the video is because I wanted to see what I experienced as a young child fit his definition of sleep paralysis. Now, I thought he was going to talk about something where somebody is asleep and they sort of semi-wake up, and when they wake up, they're aware that they're dreaming, but they can't move or they can't talk. Now, that was going to be my definition of sleep paralysis, because since I was 8 years old, I would experience where I'm sleeping and then I would feel like a fearful presence and I would wake up, but I would be unable to speak or I would be unable to move, but I knew that I was dreaming, but at the same time, I knew I was awake. But when he talks about sleep paralysis, he talks about it to the point where people are astral projecting, where they're able to come out of their body and see themselves lying on the bed, or they see demons or they see aliens. Now, I never experienced anything like that where I would see a demon or an alien, but at one time when I was about 13, I did have a more pronounced sleep paralysis where I was laying up in the bunk bed, and I had a little dog, a little puppy. I had just gotten a puppy, and the puppy, I made like a little dog house for him, and the puppy was down on the floor in his little dog house that I made for him. But at the same time, I sort of like woke up and I was able to look down and see my puppy in the little dog house where I put him. But I'm looking at my body in the bed, seeing the puppy nibbling, just nibbling, chewing on my feet. I mean, it wasn't like the puppy was evil or anything, but that's what I felt. Now, and I could have been dreaming, but this is what I saw. I saw the puppy nibbling on my feet, and I saw my puppy and down on the floor in the little doghouse. And other times, I mean, I've been experienced since I was 8, this so-called sleep paralysis, but I never really seen anything evil, but I did feel sort of fearful, or I felt like a fearful presence coming toward me. And that when I would feel this presence, I used to speak to my mother about it. She would say, the next time you feel it, all you have to do is say the Lord's Prayer. I, I guess it's the 23th Psalm, where the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and that presence would go away. So whenever I felt a little bit more fearful than what I should have been feeling, I would say that, and that presence, whatever it was, it went away. Now, but mind you, again, I want to make it clear, I never felt a very evil presence, or I never saw an alien. I never seen anything at that, but there was a strong feeling that there was a presence in the room. Now, some of the things I want to take issue with this guy is when he talks about sleep paralysis, because he says that people that experience sleep paralysis are people who have a strong interest in the occult, or people who were Masons, or people who had grandfathers that are Masons. Now, and I only knew my immediate family, like my mother, my father, my sisters and brothers. I only knew them up until my mid 40s. I didn't know my cousins or aunts or uncles or whatever. So I don't really know. I heard some of them are Masons, but I don't really know. But as far as my immediate family, none of us are Masons. So another issue that I want to take is that, oh yeah, he said, this guy saying that the demons come around the people who are interested in the occult sciences, or who are interested in masonry. Now, occult, and he's associating occult sciences. I wouldn't say he's the only one, but many associate occult sciences with Satanism or demonology or whatever. I don't have an interest in, I have an interest in truth, and I do have an interest in science, whether it be occult or whether it be the science that we're being taught. I like science. Some of the subjects I like mathematics, I like science, and I like history. Those are my favorite subjects. But to say someone who's interested in occult sciences is associating themselves with Satanism is a very strong statement to make. Because first of all, from my research or from what I've been watching on YouTube, most people don't really understand occult science, particularly those who try to associate it with Satanism or demonology. Now, I don't go looking for occult science. It just so happened that occult science or higher science found me. And what I mean by that is I have an interest in science, and I have an interest in truth, and I have an interest in religion. I just want to know the truth. You know, I tried studying the Bible, but it seems, and I've even asked God to give me a revelation to some truth, but it seems like more that's being revealed to me is coming from the occult side than it is coming from the Bible. It seems like that the occult science, which comes out of ancient Egypt or the ancient, let's say the ancient Persian Empire, the ancient Indonesian empires, or whatever it is, didn't come out of Western civilization or Western thought. So I believe this guy is coming, when he comes from a Christianity base, you're actually coming from a Western thought or a Western mindset, which that is a mindset that's a Johnny come lately to the rest of the world. In other words, the Western world went to the East to seek the higher philosophies or the religions or the knowledge, the higher mathematics, which you call occult science. I want to give you an example. People would consider herbologists people who are able to cure advanced diseases with herbs and spices and so far. You would consider that an occult science or a divination or a charlatan or a sorcerer that is forbidden in the Bible. But who says that? Who says that that is wrong? The Bible comes from Western thought. Why is somebody trying to steer you away from the Eastern thought or herbology from the way to cure diseases and so forth, and want to bring you to Western modern medicine, which is barbaric in itself? Then you have to ask the question why. As far as not only from a medical side of it, just the thought, the philosophies, the thoughts, the religion, meditation. Scientists would tell you if you meditate, or yoga, if you meditate or practice yoga, you're going to be healthier. Or even if you use herbs, you're going to be healthier. But Western thought or Christian thought would have you think that the Western medicine is better for you. So I'm saying there is some sort of conspiracy to make you think the occult, which is simply means hidden knowledge, is from the devil, so that you would stay away from it and stick with this barbaric Western thought or Western ways of doing things. So I got a lot of flack behind that. this is going to have to be 2 parts because this video may be too big to upload. So I'm going to make a second part to this. So consider this part 1. Peace.